friends, I'm going to show you what I received today from Stampin' Up for my pre-order as a demonstrator, and you all will be able to order from the August through December catalog next month. But if you want to order early, you can always sign up to be a demonstrator. I'd be happy to have you on my team. We have meetings typically every other month when it's not some kind of weird COVID kind of year. So I'd be happy to have you on my team if you'd like. One other thing that you can get when you are a demonstrator is this pretty in color grid paper, which I used tonight on my live. It has all of the in colors and then has a real pretty design of the jar of flowers from that stamp set on the bottom. So that makes it real fun. It's pretty bright, but anyway, you can see how there we go, where the little emblem is there. It's kind of cute. All right, so I am going to go ahead. I was going to show you also, if you're a demonstrator, this is a real small amount of grid paper, so it's not a huge commitment to get some. You'll get it used up. Certainly in the 2 years that we have these in colors, but I mean, don't feel like, what are you going to be able to do with it? So I'm going to start, I think, with the embossing folders, just because that's the way that I took my box, I took everything out of my box, opened my papers, because sometimes we have the sticky stuff on the papers, and I always fold them down because I don't want them to get on my nice pattern paper and mess it up. So I'm going to start with these embossing folders. And one thing about embossing folders and ribbon, it seems like I always try to get them all, which sounds like I'm a greedy person, but they're the most versatile things for me. To be able to have plenty of ribbon and plenty of embossing folders and different texture really makes me happy. So this embossing folder is called the Wrapped in Texture embossing folder. This one has the little, let me go ahead and put this up there too, four little dots kind of in a triangle. So you can see there, that's what this one is. And this is the small one that's going to eventually go into the small die cut machine when it's available. So this is a small, it'll only do kind of half of your cardstock, or it'll go crossways, maybe in the middle of your paper. And then this one is kind of a crosshatch sort of kind of thing, or it kind of actually looks a little bit to me like when you cross stitch something. So, but it's just dashes, dash going horizontal, dash going vertical. So that's that one. And then this one is called Cobwebs. It's a 3D embossing folder, so it's one of the thicker ones. But you can see that it has the little spider webs kind of all over. And then, one thing about these, if you don't typically commit to a whole bunch of Halloween stuff, then you can get this, go over the webbing with some Wink of Stella, whatever stamp set you have currently, or that you buy some little small stamp set. This will really give it a lot of extra, whatever you call it, je ne sais quoi, sure, because it looks new and fresh. Then this one is called Winter Snow Embossing Folder, and it has just kind of, it's not doing a snowfall, it's not a big snowflake, it's just a whole bunch of nice snowflakes. And I think this one will be really useful throughout the year. And another situation where you could go over this with some Wink of Stella and really make a cute look, go over the raised part of the snowflakes. That could be really fun. Okay, this one is called Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, another thick one. And the idea is that it looks, it has depth to it and goes back in the distance. And you may be able to kind of see that, how they're deeply textured in the front and lighter textured in the back to kind of give it a bit of depth as it goes through. Okay, now we've seen those. Put those aside. Okay, I think the next thing I will show you is actually going to be this kit that makes, it's called like Warm Something or Other. Let me try to find it. Okay. It is Warm Wraps Dies. So I haven't taken these out of the package yet. It has cute little teensy adorable things. I don't know if you all remember. I remember we had one like this one time where you punch the circles and put things inside the circles. And I really enjoyed that. And it's been a while. So I decided to go ahead and get this set. It has Wrapped in Christmas and it has this. And so it just kind of has a lot of different things. I think I can make a lot of different looking cards and projects with this. So this is actually our cups. If you've seen the cups that I've had at craft shows before, these are bigger cups. This is an actual amount of coffee or cocoa that you wouldn't be embarrassed to give someone. I don't mean it to sound like that, but yeah, if this was filled with cocoa, you'd be fine with that. It's almost like a 6 or 8 ounce cup. I should check, but yeah, it's not that tiny. So it will also mean that it will hold more of whatever you're doing. Like if you were going to put something in there like a treat or candies or whatever, it holds a generous amount of there. And these come in a pack of 8 cups and lids, and then that's what this set is. This has a wrap to go with it, so to go around the cups. So then let me also show you the paper that goes with that. It's called Heartwarming Hugs. So this is the paper that goes with the cups and stuff. So it has this pretty red, it kind of has a starburst of white in the middle. And then on the back side, it has a pattern of dots and kind of triangles in it. So I think that's a really useful pattern. And then it has this green kind of triangle. It's also kind of a stripe to it. And then a red and white stripe. And then we have this, another kind of a, I kind of think this is a little bit modern looking. Dark green and light green with red and white, kind of in a stripe or like a little diamond shape. And then on the back is gingham, and of course I couldn't miss the gingham. I love gingham. And then we have another dot shape that matches kind of the embossing folder, if you remember it. Has the little dots, so that's where they got that idea. And then a beautiful stripe with just the kind of a pear pizzazz and real red, very Christmassy. Then this is a light green dot on a dark green background, very pretty. And then a gingham plaidish one that's both green and red, so that's super fun. And then this is another stripe, a very nice Christmassy stripe, and then a light green, dark green herringbone. So I think that's kind of a pretty little pattern. And that was the Heartwarming Hugs. Probably sweet, because yeah, it's kind of a big set. It has some matching ribbons and matching embellishments too, but I'm going to do the ribbons and the embellishments together so that you can see all of the options in those that I purchased, because I may have missed some. I tried it. The catalog has a great thing in the back where it shows, I'm not allowed to show you the catalog, so sorry, but I'm going to just tell you about it. Where it shows all of the bundles, all of the papers, all of the ribbons, and it makes it so nice to find what you're looking for and try to be sure, like, oh, did I get that ribbon I wanted to get that matched whatever? So you can kind of find it all right there together. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the stamp sets and dies, and I have stacked them together so that you can see that. Okay. So first I have the Peaceful Nativity set. This is a lot of fun. I've kind of been wondering why we didn't have one of these. I've been wondering why we didn't have one of these because it seemed kind of like a no-brainer. This it cuts out the stable, and then it has another stable cut out. Let me see if I can get that open quickly enough that it's not embarrassing to show you. Because it's going to be a lot of fun to use. I think I'm pretty sure this will be my Christmas card for this year. Of course, I always send some that are my class templates. Yeah, see, it has a kind of like this is the front here where it cuts this part out, and then it has like it's a background here, kind of gives it a little more texture. It has some palm trees and then the Mary and Joseph, and I think this would also be one that would look adorable just as shadows, where you wouldn't even have to stamp and color these, but just have them as maybe different colored shadows, maybe purple shadows and green shadows on a dark blue. I think that could be really pretty. So that was the Peaceful Nativity set. Then let's see. Oh, this one I only bought the dies, which is crazy for me. But this is Poinsettias again. And I was tempted to not even get them, but we have some really pretty paper and really pretty like vellum, like soft embossed paper. So I'll show you that in just a second. But this is the dies. It cuts out some of the paper, and then you can texturize your poinsettias with this inner piece here. So you can see there how that would be a really pretty look. Let's see here. Trying to find those real quick. Okay, here is the Plush Poinsettia Specialty Paper. So what this is, I don't know if you can see it, and let me show you real quick what I do also. When you get your paper like this, it has this line of sticky stuff. And so what I do is I just bust it loose, just tear it on the side and stick it down so that it doesn't stick to anything. Because, yeah, how frustrating would that be if I ruined my paper? Okay, so I don't know if, I know you can't see the pretty feel of this, but it's a flocked paper. And so it's like a vellum. You can see my hand through it there. And it has a holly look and then a berry look on two of the pieces. And then it has these nice poinsettias and then smaller poinsettias on two of the pieces. And then the back piece is this nice swirly kind of just filigree almost look, but you know, it kind of has a little cross going on there. It just looks a little bit stained glass, so I think it looks really pretty for a Christmas card. So I think that'll be pretty versatile. And they say, you know, you can color these, you know, use either like Stampin' Daubers or sponges or something, and give it a little color if you want to do that. So lots of ways to use this paper. And let's see here. All right, here is the, and I did what I didn't want to do. This actually goes with the, this is some felt, and it goes with the houses, but I wanted to get it up here and get that taken care of because I just gummed up some paper. And it's little tiny felt that is not very furry, if that makes sense. And it comes in the Just Jade, the white, the Early Espresso, which I gotta be honest, this looks like a chocolate chip color to me. It's a nice brown. And then Real Red, and you can cut it using the dies on the Big Shot. So that'll be a lot of fun to try. I think it would be really pretty to cut these here, remember? The holly and then the little berries. Well, if they have a berry that's small enough. But anyway, you see what I'm saying. Cutting that out of that could be really pretty. So we'll have to see if that works. I haven't tried it yet. Okay, and here is my, there we go. What was it called? Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper. So here they have used the bumblebee as the gold in this pretty poinsettia and pine paper. So So there's that one. And the back side, let's see if I can get these all out of here at once. There we go. The back side is just a pine cone, kind of a soft suede color. And then you'll notice this one is kind of close together, and this is a slightly further apart white poinsettia with some pine cones. And the back side of it is a winterberry and kind of a little sprig of just kind of, I wouldn't say holly, it's just a non-pokey looking flower. Then we have the red berries, and on the back side is a wood grain. And then here we have kind of almost a green poinsettia with, you know, it has the cream in it as well. And then on a light green background with dark green leaves. And then this filigree kind of matches the flocked paper, you know, the way that it has the little swirlies. And then, let's see here, whoops. Then this one is just our pine boughs and our pine cones, and then basically just pine boughs on the back side, dark on light. And this would be the Just Jade color. And then we have pretty holly berries and hollies, and it has plenty of the bumblebee in there to give it kind of a rich mottled look, so that's kind of neat. And then here's another filigree, looks like in either the Old Olive or the Pear Pizzazz, that just kind of has a variety to it. Okay, so that is the poinsettias. So it was just so pretty with all the papers that I couldn't resist, even though I've had poinsettias recently. But I didn't see that I needed necessarily all the stamp sets because, you know, we can't really do the stamp sets with class very well. So, okay. Next up is the Snowflake Wishes set. It has a ton of snowflakes and some really cute sentiments like our friendship is one of a kind, like snowflakes are one of a kind. May your season sparkle. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas. And thank you so much. And if you have any Jewish friends, which I do, it has a Happy Hanukkah that is so cute. And that will be perfect for sending my friend Yafa a card. So there is that. And then here is the So Many Snowflakes dies. Let me get this going. What I wanted to show you about it, it's not, I mean, of course it cuts out those snowflakes, but it has a lot of nice different, you know, it cuts out the snowflakes that are stamps, but then it also cuts some really pretty snowflakes as well. And this one doesn't make a snowflake, it cuts out a snowflake. So what you would do is put like sparkly paper behind this and let it shine through. And then there's this piece, which is all like kind of these parts are connected. So it makes like a sentiment layer. It looks like it's kind of like the nested layers, nested labels, I mean. And then it has like a place that you would like, okay, let me show you this. These two are not connected to it. There, does that make it better? Okay, so, but you could probably put these over it to kind of make it look even neater. But anyway, I thought that was really cute and just kind of has a little cutout there. Okay, I'm going to show you the matching paper and this, which I think is amazing because it is so sparkly. It is balmy blue glimmer paper. And you'll see, we've had some problems in the past. Nothing comes off of this paper. Now, there'll be some when we cut it with our Big Shot, that it'll make some little pieces, it makes little pieces of Whisper White everywhere. But I was real pleased with how well the glitter stays on this paper. So it is just so shiny and pretty. And then this paper, I think, is so beautiful. Gosh, the glare on there, I see that you can't see it as well as I see it. I should have more light in here. I close the light to keep the glare out of my face and off of the projects when we're doing the video, but for this I should have turned on more light because this paper has virtually every blue that Stampin' Up! Has. It has the Pacific Point in here, and this, as I'm looking at my phone, this is looking darker than it is. I can't quite tell you how bright it is. It's so pretty. And then on the back side, it has like some melted drops kind of looking, and it is not navy. As I'm looking at that, that looks navy. This is more of the Misty Moonlight, and it's really pretty. Then this is in the Pool Party, kind of like some snowflakes in Pool Party and white. And then this has more of, you know, every color again. It has Pool Party over here. It has the Pacific Point on this side. And then this piece has, this one actually does have some purplish looking blues in it. So when you see purple in this one, it actually does have purple, but it still has the Pool Party and the Pacific Point. And the back side is the Pool Party, kind of like little melting snowflakes kind of on the back. So that's kind of fun. And then more Pool Party. This one actually has Pool Party and Balmy Blue, I would say, on it. So you get a true blue and then also an aqua blue in it. The back side has some purple, probably Purple Posy or maybe Highland Heather, with some more aquas in there. I think that's really pretty. Then this one, I would say, is pretty much just the new Misty Moonlight. So it has a little bit of a purple to it, kind of maybe some navy. So that'll be a gorgeous one. And then here is kind of a darker, you can imagine it being the back side to this, kind of dark, kind of deeper melted snowflake colors. Then we have this with more of the brighter Pacific Point and white snowflakes. And then the kind of the matching on this white snowflakes on more of the same of the colors of blue. So I think you could use this pretty much interchangeably here. So I think that's a really pretty batch of paper. So, and you know, it doesn't have any sparkle necessarily to it, but you can use the sparkly glimmer paper with it and add your sparkle, or you can always put sparkle with your Wink of Stella pen and really get it shiny and pretty. Okay, then the next set, let's see, I'm going to continue with Christmas before I go to another Halloween or something. Let's see here. All right, this one is the Little Treats set. It has a banner and it has a thing of ornaments. This makes the cutest little box with a scallop top on it. It has a spider. It has rings, like you could use those for a wedding favor. It has a present, so you can make it a birthday. And you could also make it Happy Halloween because of the spider. It has a kind of a modern Santa hat. It has some, I guess, poinsettias, but they could also just be flowers. And then some crackers or candies. So that's that. And then I'm going to show you, you won't be able to tell a whole lot by the dies, but I'll show you the dies real quick. So these are called Little Treat Box dies. So you can see a lot of it is just cutting out the things from this. So it has the ornaments here that it cuts out. It has a little diamond ring, which is kind of fun. It has the Santa hat to cut out and the present to cut out. And then this is the little box that cuts the adorable little thing. It holds, from what I could see in the catalog, looks like they've put one of those Ghirardellis in there, a little square candy inside when it folds up. I don't know if you guys can imagine what that would look like, but it has the nicest detail at the top. And then a place for you to, you know, punches it automatically, punches a little divot for your ribbon. So very nice and fun. I couldn't resist it because it was so cute. And anyway, I didn't want to lose my excitement about the catalog just because we can't get together. So I thought this will make it a lot more fun to give you guys things or whatever because it's so cute and tiny. Okay, and the next one, I had to get this one. It's called Freezin' Fun. I had to get it because it has a penguin and a bunny on the same set. It also has a cute little fox, or is that a raccoon? It's a raccoon. And it also has a seal. So, you know, there's little piles of snowballs so they can play, and a little snowboard for the penguins or the seal to be on. So this is just a lot of fun to use as a set. Let's see, that's not what I want to open. I want to open the Freezing Fun dies. Yeah, so I hate stuff. There we go. Getting down toward the bottom of those. Let's see if I can get this open. There we are. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. It's kind of a lot of work for just one little thing. Oh, hi, Pam. Good to see you. This just makes a nice little edge for going into your pond, or for making like a little snowbank. So I just wanted to show you that because that's something you can do with the felt that I showed you earlier. That could be really cute. And it looks to me like it cuts probably on both sides. So, you know, you're going to save your felt because it's going to cut both ways. You're going to have two of the same piece on each side when you cut. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you about that. And then the next set is called Coming Home. Now this actually is a fundraiser set. So it goes to fundraisers for infertility, adoption, and foster parenting. And so that's why the theme of Coming Home. So it has these cute houses, a nice tree you can put on top of your VW Bug, some lights, some trees, and some trees for the yard. And it also has matching dies. I think it just cuts out basically the same things. But I couldn't resist this mainly because it was a fundraiser. So I thought, I need it. I probably can make some cute stuff with it. Yeah, it also, that's what I thought I remembered. It also has a cutting piece here. So you could cut the felt. Let's see, I should turn this where you can see what I'm talking about. You can cut the felt, the just jade felt with the trees, and then cut some white felt to go over the top of it. And that could make a really cute card, or like something to put on the wall at Christmas time, make a cute little commemorative kind of thing. And then these little houses cut out like a little house with a star or a heart in it. So, and then of course it cuts out the ones that are in the stamp set, but there is also some adorable paper. So let me find that to show you. Here we are with this paper. I'm going to show it top to bottom, whereas I showed the others the other way. But I want you to be able to see this paper because it's kind of more up and down. I just think this is a really nice paper. And then on the back side, let's see here, hold on. It has mountains in the background. So if you don't have mountains in your place, you can just cut the mountains off and use just the scene of the city. The back of this one is just swirlies. So it kind of looks like the top of a ding dong or cupcake. I guess cupcake is what I mean, just kind of swirlies of white. And then this is a bunch of little tiny houses. That's kind of cutesy. Has wreaths on the door. It's kind of fun. The back side is a real pretty snowflake pattern in the misty moonlight. And then here we have little families. And so that's a lot of fun because, you know, it kind of goes with the theme of what they're doing the fundraiser for. So it's different, you know, different cute little families. And a really useful old olive and pear pizzazz and white stripe. So that could be fun to use. Then here we have trees of all kinds, deciduous and evergreen, modern and all kinds. The back side of that is a really pretty polka dot. Now these polka dots are freeform. They're not, you know, perfect dots. They're just kind of blotch dots, but they're still really pretty. And most of the places that you would use a polka dot, you could use this one. So really cute. This one is wreaths. I think that'll be really fun to use with various bows. I mean, small bows and bows with tails. And then this has a million different words in different languages. So like there's German, English, and French. So that may be it because I'm not seeing any Asian languages. So it says like be merry and let it snow, merry and bright. So, you know, tidings of comfort and joy. And, you know, even like in English, we know Joyeux Noël. I mean, that's kind of, you know, we know what that is. Christmas cheer. So the point of this one is that you can cut it out and, you know, cut out what you wanted to say. And that can really save you some time for stamping, that you can just cut it with your little cutter and you're all set. Okay. And here is another thing of the houses that we can, you know, this one will definitely cut out with the dies that come with it, this shape here. And then the back side of this one is a nice misty moonlight stripe. So I just think the colors in this are really bright and cheerful for the holiday. All right. I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of some random paper here. This is the red and green foil sheets. Those are new for this year. I think those are really nice. They'll be wonderful with words cut out of them or various other things. They're just really pretty. So soft and shiny. And then I am ready to move on to this Halloween set. It's actually Halloween and Christmas, as it says Merry Christmas from Owl of Us. And it has Happy Halloween, Have a Hoot on Halloween, Boo, and Owl I Want for Christmas is You. It has him with a little present. It has a whole bunch of owls in Santa hats. And then it has some little owls under a mistletoe. Then for Halloween, it has an owl with a jack-o'-lantern, an owl with a spider, and then an owl pretending to be a vampire. So that's kind of fun. So I decided to go with that one. It was hard to decide on the Halloween sets. There were a lot of cute things, but I just thought this was the most adorable and the most versatile. I mean, you can use it for a lot of things. And it also has, of course, it has things to cut this out. It has some, a little spider web and stuff, but then it also has these guys, which cut some tags. It cuts the tag all at once. Let's see, I wanted to show you that. I can't get it off the paper. You can see why I don't keep mine on here all the time. Of course, they would be better after you picked them up a few times, but I like them to be on the magnets because to me, they're a lot easier to get up. But you can see here, this cuts 3 different sizes of tags that fit nicely with these, even the large set of owls on the branch even fit on this as well. So you can see that'll be fun to use. So one thing that's nice now about the, since Stampin' Up started making their own dies, they have the word Stampin' Up on them. And then they also have the item number. This one's 153573. So you can see that, like, at some point when you just have this laying around or something, maybe you're neater than I am, but you can find what item number this goes with because it's on the front of the page right down here. So that makes it really easy to find now. So, and it didn't used to be like that. Okay, so that's our little owl. I did go ahead and get the Halloween paper, which is Halloween, but also could have other uses. This is actually just, it's kind of some black and white rose paper. Then the back side is some, oh, I'm not getting it in the, there we go, is that better? Then some bats on the back. And then we have, this is kind of those same roses, just in a fall print. Then on the back is kind of some, what would you say? I don't know. It's spider web, but then it also is kind of just like a stained glassy kind of looking or lacy looking background. And then we have the same thing in a Cajun Craze instead of black. And then we have the high contrast white bats on black. So there's a stamp set to match this. So you may love that. And then here again, we have the floral then combined with the spider webs. So that makes kind of a pretty spooky yet pretty background. And then the back side of it is just a black and white stripe. Kind of could be useful for masculine. And then this is a really pretty peacock. Just kind of a shape that kind of reminds you of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland or World. And then the back side is more flowers, black and white flowers. Nothing creepy on it. And then this one is kind of a rich razzleberry or blackberry bliss, I'm not sure which. Spiders, just real subtle on there. And then the back side is a really pretty argyle in black. And that's kind of why I bought this paper, because I think it's really pretty and soft. So that is that. And then we have just one more paper for me to show you. And it goes with the Gather Together set from last year. I don't know if you all remember that. It is a specialty paper, so it has gold and other colors put into it as foiling. This one is kind of a mint macaron, and it has the gold, and they're kind of like hashes on the diagonal. The back side is a pretty, I would say Cajun craze, crumb cake, and maybe mint macaron with early espresso on. This looks like a beige. I'm thinking this is, yeah, this looks like berry vanilla. No, that looks white to me. Hold up. This is very vanilla. It's definitely white. Okay, so this one has gold and copper embossed leaves and acorns on it. And it is really pretty. I mean, this one to me was worth buying just to get this, because that is going to look really nice. There are sets. There is a set to go with this that's really cute as well. Then the back side is just a nice light and dark brown, I would say, crumb cake and early espresso. Then this I am unclear about. I don't know if this is supposed to be petals or if it's supposed to be the feathers on a turkey, but it is very shiny and pretty. Maybe it's supposed to be, no, it does not look like a pine cone. Anyway, it's very interesting paper. The back side is gorgeous too with the Cajun craze, and to me this one's almost pool party. And then light and dark espresso on there. Very pretty. And then this one is just yet another pretty, I think this one would actually go with, remember the green that we used for the open house and for hostess and club appreciation? I think this could go nicely with that. It has it in both copper and gold, so I think that would be really pretty. Then a gorgeous stripe on the back, again with the early espresso, crumb cake, Cajun craze, and the pool party. And I'll look in a second and confirm. Maybe they're calling this just jade. I don't know. So this is a nice, rich, kind of darker green, and it has the copper as the embossing on there. Then a herringbone, and then some really cute pumpkins and gourds. Those are in gold, and that is on, looks like on Cajun craze. And then the back side is just a speckled. What I would say is probably crumb cake with just some darker brown speckles. So let me read this on the back because I don't want to steer you wrong. Cajun craze, crumb cake, early espresso, mint macaron, and berry vanilla. So they are calling that mint macaron, not just jade and not pool party. So anyway, that's that. So then I want to show you this punch, and I've shown you to the nth degree about how this punch works, but here is a new one that cuts a point this direction and then a dovetail. So this will be so nice to use. I think it will really save me some time. You can see it'll work the same way in the back. It looks like it might be easier to keep lined up. I'm not totally sure. We will see. I might still have to use a Post-it to get it in there perfectly. But anyway, that'll be fun. Let's see. Now I have all this ribbon. Let's see here. This is comical. Okay, this is the Halloween ribbon. So if I can get it in the right place. It actually, let's see, I should put something under there. That's gonna make it look a lot better. Here's some old olive. It's not necessarily the color you would use, but you can see it's silver, shiny, webby type ribbon. So that's a lot of fun. This is a 1/8 inch, I believe it's real red, with some copper or some gold on the edges. Just a really shiny metallic. It's so pretty. I don't know if I'm making it where you can see it or not. There we are. Yeah, there we go. And then this is the matching one in green with some shiny metallic on it. So pretty. Then this is the real red. This is a twine, kind of like, you know, we've had it in the crumb cake, but this is real red and it's a little bit thinner. So that'll be fun to work with at Christmas. Grab a couple more twines of ribbon. Let's see, this is a real red organza. That's really pretty. This is a mossy meadow. We've had some like this before. I believe it was old olive, but this one is mossy meadow in white. Kind of pretty. And this is a nice diamond harlequin in the shaded spruce. It has a metallic, not metallic, but a shiny kind of a sheen to it. And it's big enough to wrap a present. I mean, it's nice and big, but still I think you could, I think it could actually fit on a card or for a 3D. It's real pretty. And it comes in a set and it has this gold cord with it. Just kind of some cute gold cord. Then, okay, this has a metallic cinnamon cider. I don't know if you can see, it's mostly shiny more so than metallic to me, but it's really pretty. And it comes in a set. It is called Basket Weave and Metallic Ribbon Combo Pack. So this is the basket weave. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. It has texture, a lot of nice texture to it, and it's in the mint macaron again. So it's kind of a color that goes with just about everything. So there we are. Then I have a few more. Okay, this is the, as soon as I can find the name, Snowflake Splendor ribbon. So it is so shiny and so pretty. It is white ribbon, in my opinion, with a blue cast. But I just think it is so nice. It is really stiff, so it will make a really crisp, pretty bow. So there is that. And then this is more of the fall ribbon. It is, let me see, try to find the English, embroidered ribbon. So what they've done is kind of stitched over just some kind of a light weave, not very heavy weave ribbon, and just stitched over it just to add, if I can get it up there where you can see it. There we are. Just to kind of make a pattern. It's really hard to see, I'm sorry, but it's kind of a, maybe a so saffron sort of color. Okay, so now I'm down to just the last little bit. If you can hang on just a couple minutes more. These are the blue adhesive, let's see, what are they called? Adhesive backed gems. They go with the snowflakes. So there's like a light blue and like a dark blue, maybe a pretty peacock or something. And this one has a lot of gold to it, whereas I would say this would be more of the silver or clear. So those will be fun to use. This is all the trimmings embellishments. This is a really cute star. These are kind of like rubbery plastic type. So these round ones will make good snowballs. And then the stars will be cute, maybe on the top of a tree or something. And then these are adhesive backed snowflakes. So they're just as if they're sequins, but instead they're snowflakes. So that will be a lot of fun. And then these are called Wonderful Gems. And they are real red, kind of sparkly. And then what I think must be a petal pink, but they seem to, the way the light hits them makes a difference, and then how much, like some of them just seem to have more color than others. So I don't know if that's something we could color into a pretty color or what exactly. So anyway, that's those. Then there are two more little things of embellishments. These are a little big, in my opinion, for putting on a card to mail, but they are gorgeous. They would be really pretty for an embellishment, like a little, what would you call it? Like a little box or something. They're very Christmassy. They just look like a beaded ornament that you might make. So lots of fun there. And then our last thing is a cute little glitter star ornament. Try to grab one here. Try to get just one. So it's just about the size of the end of your middle finger, and it's just a little star on a loop. So you can hang it over the side of a card, or add it to a package, or add it to some kind of a little box or decoration. That would be a lot of fun. So anyway, I hope I haven't overwhelmed you with the catalog. I think it will be a lot of fun to make these treat boxes and use all this pattern paper this fall and winter. So anyway, if you have any questions, or if you want to sign up because you need all this stuff right now and can't even wait till next month, just let me know. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.